A Satanic Verse, a book by Salman Rushdie that was published in 1988, is one of the most contentious books in contemporary literary history and triggered violent riots throughout the world almost immediately. Iran's leader at the time, Ayatollah Khomeini, condemned the book and issued a fatwa in 1989 calling for the killing of Rushdie, as well as his editors and publishers, since some Muslims saw it as blasphemous for the inventive and humorous use of Islam. Following violent demonstration in Pakistan, the book was banned in other countries, and copies were set on fire in the United Kingdom, where multiple booksellers were targeted. Rushdie was forced to go into hiding for the greater part of a decade. Salman Rushdie's work Satanic Verses, which strikes at the heart of Muslim religious belief, condemns and appears to scorn some of Islam's most sensitive values. According to Islam, the angel Jibril, also known as Gabriel in English, visited the Prophet Muhammad and spoke to him for 22 years while delivering God's teachings. Prophet Muhammad then repeated the words to his followers. The verse and chapters of the Quran were eventually written from this oral utterance. Rushdie's work addresses these critical topics. Jibril Farishta, one of the main characters in the book, adapts the identity of the angel who bears his name in a number of his nightmares. Jibril meets with a separate main character in these dreams in a manner akin to the famous Islamic account of the angel's encounters with Prophet Muhammad. Rushdie lends Prophet Muhammad a divisive nickname. The narrative, the Prophet is referred to as Mahud, a moniker for Prophet Muhammad that many Christians who saw him as the devil used on occasion throughout the Middle Ages. Furthermore, Rushdie's version of Mahud speaks through the angel Jibril, and he sends command to his followers that conveniently bolster his selfish desires. In Rushdie's book, Salman, for example, attributes certain actual passage in the Quran that place man in the authority of woman and enable man the freedom to hit wife they fear arrogance with. Rushdie appears to call into doubt the Quran's divine origin. In reaction to India's prohibition on the Satanic Verse, Rushdie stated, "The novel isn't genuinely about Islam, but about migration, metamorphosis, split personalities, love, death, London, and Bombay." Even though the book, The Satanic Verse, received several awards, the blasphemy issue, however, overshadowed the achievements. Rushdie was placed under police protection after Khomeini's fatwa was declared, and he spent most of the next decade in hiding until the Iranian government decided in 1998 that it would no longer seek to enforce it. Besides Rushdie, other people who linked to the book also put themselves in danger. An Italian translator was stabbed but lived in 1991. And a Norwegian publisher of the Satanic Verse was shot but survived in 1993. One person is not so lucky though. A Japanese translator, Hitoshi Igarashi, who translated the Satanic Verse, was assassinated in 1991. Although the attacker's objectives were not always evident in some of the cases, the public is sure that it's related to the association of the book. In 1989, an Iranian foundation created a reward, which was raised several times over the 20th and the 21st centuries. Rushdie expressed his experience of living alone in his 2012 third-person novel Joseph Anton, a pen name he used at the time. For many Muslims, Rushdie's fictitious depiction of pivotal periods in Islamic history implies that Prophet Muhammad, rather than God, is the source of revealed truths. Some scholars have supported Rushdie, claiming that his irreverent scorn seeks to study whether it is feasible to tell the difference between fact and fictions. Rushdie stands that religious works should be subjected to scrutiny. Why can't we talk about Islam? Rushdie stated in a 2015 interview, "It is possible to respect individuals and protect them from discrimination while being skeptical about and even harshly critical of their views. Those who think that the Quran is the literal word of God, on the other hand, disagree." In 1998, Iran's government stated that they will not enforce Khomeini's fatwa, nor encourage anyone to kill Rushdie after Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini's death. Rushdie now lives in the United States and is regularly seen in public. Though it's been 30 years, the threat to Rushdie's life continues. Even after the large-scale protests have ended, the ideas and concerns he discusses in his book are still hotly debated. Just like what happened recently, Rushdie was attacked at 11 a.m. on Friday, August 12th, as he prepared to give speech at the Chautauqua Institution in New York. As the author was being presented, a man rushed to the platform and began stabbing him, knocking the 75-year-old to the ground. Although the attacker's motivation for the stabbing is unknown, it may be linked to a fatwa issue more than 3 decades ago, ordering Muslims to assassinate Rushdie. Rushdie received an apparent knife wound to the neck and was flown to a nearby hospital by helicopter. The injuries are significant and recuperation will be lengthy, but his condition is improving every day. In my opinion, the book The Satanic Verses is a very controversial work, and Salman Rushdie has crossed the line. As a Muslim myself, I feel uncomfortable and angry reading the book. Even though by literature standards, it's a great piece with amazing storytelling and high level of narrative. Still, Salman Rushdie should have already known what he gets himself into and be more empathetic to Muslims. Prophet Muhammad is a highly respected figure in Islam, and Muslims will not stand still when someone insulted him. However, I do not agree about the fatwa that was released to kill Rushdie openly. It unaligns with the freedom of speech, and it is inhumane to order a public killing of a person. It will normalize violent acts and put the safety of everyone in danger. Not only that, but it will also cause more damage to the relationship between Islam and other religions. It's better to learn from our mistakes and be more tolerant rather than making the fire even bigger.